Hey guys, it's Deana and I'm a spiritual self-development coach, and I am here to show you how to manifest from a completely no bullshit approach that also takes your mental health into accountability. And in today's video, I want to talk about what I actually think about specific person manifestation. And this might be a different approach than you've ever heard before, but I think it's important for me to speak my truth on this, so I'm going to do that. And also I want to let you guys know of two things. One, I've opened up my custom overnight affirmation tapes back up, so you can go ahead and order yours now. They're personally recorded and customized by me, and they're absolutely amazing for shifting your self-concept and reprogramming your subconscious beliefs. And I'm also offering, I have two mentorship spots left open, which also include your custom affirmation tape. But this is a different type of container that's really intimate and very deep and depthy. And it's just an incredible opportunity that you have to invest in if that's something that you desire, if you just really want that specific approach and you want to tap into the receptive energy that I get to hold on a daily basis and see how to hold that and use it in your own life. So yeah, I will leave all the links for that in the description box below. So I want to today take a minute to talk about what I genuinely think about specific person manifestation. And I'm not saying anything negative or bad. I actually have something really good to say. And it's that I actually really enjoy it because it brings a lot of people back home to themselves. And what I mean by that is I think in life we can get so programmed as to who we're comparing ourselves to and what they have and what we don't have, and how our relationships are supposed to be and how this in our life is supposed to be in X, Y, and Z. And we can kind of tend to get lost in the sauce and lose ourselves. And I think when somebody learns about specific person manifestation, oftentimes they can be in a very vulnerable place where all they want to do is just manifest this specific person back in their lives because they believe that that's what's going to change the way they feel about themselves, and that's what's going to make them happy. But it's actually not. Coming from somebody who's already been through this, who's already manifested their specific person, I really feel like I understand this on a deep level. So I actually believe that the reason we come across how to manifest a specific person is because it's God's or the universe, whatever you believe in. I believe more in like a God approach, but I believe it's the way God shows us how to tap back into ourselves, how to come back home to the self. Because what you'll actually learn when you dive into specific person manifestation is that dynamic changes based on the way that you end up changing yourself internally. And when I say that, I mean changing the way you see yourself, your self-concept, if you're familiar with that, your confidence, the way you trust and believe in God or the universe to take care of you and to always have your back. Just all these things that really bring you back home to oneness with yourself. I think that's what the people who have been trying to manifest a specific person for so long and haven't quite done that, they're missing that piece. They're missing, the reason that they're in that place to begin with, which is a opportunity to, like I said, come back home to the self. So I really like when people reach out to me and they're kind of just like over trying to manifest a specific person, and then they just want to kind of really lean into self-actualization, and they really want to change the way that they approach the circumstances in their lives. They want to change the filter that they have on the world. They want to feel better about themselves. They want to not so much focus on all the problems in the process of trying to manifest somebody, and they just want to feel connected with themselves again. Because I find that, especially early in the stages of trying to manifest a specific person, it can sometimes disconnect you from yourself even more because you're so focused on somebody else and getting them to change that once again you're disconnecting from yourself. But eventually, like, most people do get sick of the way that feels and realize that something's off and a new approach needs to be taken. And that approach is what I'm talking about here, which is internally stabilizing yourself and getting your nervous system in a place where your emotions aren't a roller coaster every day, where a circumstance can arise and it doesn't throw your whole world for a loop, where you can be super confident again and not doubt that there's things that you can't do, because you realize that everything is possible. That place where you feel like the most beautiful person in the world, inside and outside. That place where you just feel so much love and gratitude for what you already have in your life that nothing else really matters, because that feeling is just so incredible and strong. All those feelings. And then when somebody really learns how to sustain this, the specific person manifestation usually comes in as a cherry on top. And it either comes in through the specific person, it usually does, and either you still want that person and you accept them into your life, or you've bettered yourself so much that that's not really an option for you anymore, and somebody new and more aligned to your new self-concept comes in, and that's who you end up being with. Both have happened in my coaching mentorship places. People have done both, where they've gotten this specific person, and there's been times where they've chosen another person, even though usually the specific person did also come along with that. But it was because there was such a shift of focus. It was no longer a focus on the problems and the circumstances and the wondering why the person is the way that they are. And again, a shift back to themselves, a shift back to oneness and wholeness within themselves. So that's why I actually really like it for the most part. Of course, other than obviously I think people have to go through that place of vulnerability in the beginning, where they're really vulnerable to just wanting to do that and that's it, so that they can then realize where the new approach needs to take place. So yeah, that's what I really, really feel about it. I really feel like it is just a invitation to come back home to the self. I actually made an Instagram post about this last week. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's at The Ultimate Manifester, like my light, but I'll of course link it in the description box below. So yeah, if you have been that person that has yet to make the shift from focusing on them and now you need to shift the focus onto yourself, I would love to work with you one-on-one, or you can of course browse through my videos. You can go over to my Instagram page and check out the content there, so that you can understand how to do this, and how you can understand that when you do this, your life just starts to change. Things start to manifest all over the place, not just in your relationships, but in maybe if you want to build a business, or in your career, your work, your money, your relationships with your friends, all of that. Everything starts to change when your focus of control is within you and what you can control, not trying to control other people and the way they're showing up. That will automatically change when you are the change. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, I'll leave all my links in the description box below, and I hope to see you guys again this week. Bye.